Former Finance Minister Winston Jordan is of the view that the Guyana overseas diplomats have nothing to do and all day to do it. Guyana has no sustained long-term approach to tackle the Venezuelan problem. And this is happening at a time when Guyana is at its most divided, says the former Minister Winston Jordan.
It is not by accident that Maduro is behaving the manner in which he behaves. He's emboldened in his behavior because when he looks at this country and he sees the level of division that takes place, even around uniting, around such a national matter.
He said that the country is more divided than in the 1960s when this country saw internecine warfare. This is accompanied by what he calls an anemic foreign policy.
Our embassies are dominated by political appointees instead of career diplomats. I've said this before, I say it again. With the exception of the High Commissioner in Canada, Mr. George, Ambassador George, with the exception of the ambassador in China, don't remember her name, but she's of Guyanese Chinese descent. The ambassador in Qatar, who used to be the fourth secretary in the embassy in Kuwait, and the consul general in New York.
He said that the diplomats in the bordering countries aren't career diplomats. People are asking about the ambassador in Venezuela. He's largely silent. The ambassador is Richard Van West Charles. Guyana doesn't see it fit to have a strong diplomatic presence in Suriname and Venezuela, according to Mr. Jordan.
We think that it is all right to just send a political appointee over to Suriname and a political appointee over to Venezuela, and everything will be all right. That's how we run in our foreign policy. Many of them have nothing to do. They have so much free time that they are seen writing letters in the press. They are frequent letter writers in the press. The one that the EU, who's ambassador to the EU, don't seem to have any work to do. He's a frequent letter writer in the press.
He said that the ambassador in Washington, the other one in Switzerland, have the time to write letters and columns in the press.
They don't understand the serious business of diplomacy. They don't understand that. They don't understand the ABCs of diplomacy. They don't.
South Africa and Kuwait are still without a high commissioner or an ambassador.